Hi, this is Joe. If you've reached if this video has reached you, then I know that you may be in sync with my frequency, and that you're looking maybe need some help and assistance, and with the awakening process. If in the process of if you're obviously in the process of awakening, they might know already that things are different in in your world and perception of that, and that the the world as you know it has changed recently, in a way that you're looking at it, perceiving it with your eyes, and that things um, and you're not going crazy. It's the fact is that you're in the awakening process, and that the things happening to you is really not to you but for you, and it's a awesome healing process of which you can use to better yourself, as well as everything that's happening inside you is also happening outside of you. So being that your family members are a reflection of you, so that as you improve and become a healthy version of yourself, then you'll see that your family members will also change, in the fact that your perception of them will be more positive as you heal yourself, and and the healing process, you'll see things improve. And with that, I am basically a guide to give you a little bit of my experience, each video, as well as to give you the guidance of what I know. So, and then as a channel for the divine, so that you may understand that what your process you're on, and it's been in the process you're on for humanity, is a new wave of humanity, which will be more harmonious, as well as with love and harmony as a central part of our social system. So the current society as we know it will look quite different, as there will be more and more changes for us, that things, being ourselves, will become a more lighter version of ourselves, in that our bodies will become more crystalline, and that and not only their bodies but our hearts will become more pure, and with the level of how would I say it, the level of trueness that will be spread throughout the earth, and with that, it will be a huge a huge improvement to our society as well as a whole. And I went through the process, and it's definitely a trying or challenging process, but at the same time, it's well worth it. And like anything, as you go along each day, you take everything day by day, and you then learn each day, and by either people that are like me, myself, that are giving you information via whatever platforms they're on, that are mirror images of you, and that have either are in the same process of the awakening, and or have already went through it like I have, and can give you tidbits of what to do, and what's going on, so that you're not of, what do you call it, not thinking you're going crazy, or that you're not thinking that you're alone in this process, because you're not. I'm divinely here for this purpose, and my whole heartfelt intention is to give you as much information as possible, so that your ascension process is as how can I say it, as smooth as possible. So that's that's why I'm here. I'm Joe. I'm a divine guide, divine what do you call it, divine coach to help you along. And with that said, I went through my experiences when I woke. I didn't really know what was going on at the time when I did. It was like I think a year and a half ago. Yeah, I think it's about a year and a half ago, and I had gone. I mean, basically just kind of within a day or two, started seeing different things. I mean, seeing the world as a differently, and by doing that, I didn't really know what was going on. I had to rely mainly on some books um, um, and tarot reading or readings from or information from anybody that would was at the time providing information through the internet and through social media, and so that was kind of an interesting time. But I didn't know what to expect. I mean, it was more of a guidance from my angels saying that, hey, you're on the right path, keep it up, and being the cheerleaders that they are, to help and protect and to guide us through this process. So with that, I started just drilling each day um, and meditating each day, trying to calm my nervous system down, so that because like all of us do, or are mostly are basically running at 100% or more as far as trying to be productive members in society, and at the same time trying to keep our families and take care of our families and do all of the errands we have for in a day, which doesn't seem to ever end. And so with that, that's the awakening process. And the main purpose is to one, at the beginning, is one to get you to slow down, start taking 10 to 15 minutes in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, to just meditate, do the breath work. I mean, 3 to 5 breaths inward, and inhales, 3 to 5 breaths as holding it, and then 3 to 5 breaths exhales, and then you continue that for like 15 minutes, and you'll notice that your system, as you go inward, and your nervous system, as you do that, calms down. I used to before I awoke, I used to use exercise as a system for me to calm down, or to at least release all the stress that I had, because I would go running or lifting weights and or biking, which were still my normal activities, but that would be my, how you say it, form of um, of releasing all the tension I had in my system to better to, but really it wasn't calming me down. It was, how you say, I guess it was calming me down in my mind's perspective, but it wasn't calming my body down, because I mean, when you're in fight or flight um, phase, or not phase, fight or flight mentality, based on trying to do a million things in a day, and trying to um, uh, be that person for everybody, and whether it's at work and at home, then that doesn't leave any room for you to to take care for yourself. And that's one of the things I've learned right away is caring for yourself has to be number one, because in the end, I mean, you only have one body, one body for this during this time on Earth, and once once what do you call it? The time of stress and all the abuse of stress and that we do on it, it does take a toll over time. So in this process, that's what and learning to take time for yourself to relax is number one, so that that one, you can actually calm your mind, you calm your nervous system, and then you start seeing the emotions, whether it's traumas or or blocked emotions, held in feelings and stuff come up, in the time frame when you start meditating and start focusing on your inner calmness, which then allows things to to come up to be addressed, and that's what pretty much what you need to do for the and start the inner healing, and that gives you the it gives you the, how can I say it, the resource and internal resource to allow for the inner healing, which then helps you your inner world will, as your inner world helps and improves, then it heals your outer world, but then improve dramatically. So that is a testament to that, and I it's not easy work because depending on what and how long the issues have been occurring, but it also is one of those things where once you let things come up and address them, then those same feelings are the ones that when they release, those things just take, it's like having sandbags. You're carrying sandbags every day, and once you start releasing those sandbags, you feel lighter and lighter and lighter, and not only emotionally, but it does appear like physically your body is releasing those same weights or same bags of emotions. So as a metaphor, I guess. So that that is I'd say the first things that they look at, and like my process is I was going through is just doing that, and journaling was a huge improvement. Once after meditating, is kind of writing all the thoughts down, waking up. Why do I feel like this, and how and why, and do I forgive this person if it was another person that did something to me, or not, and having that be, and just forgive them and release the transmute the emotions that I had for that person or whatever that happened in the past, and that becomes just it's a it just starts with the one emotion and continue with whatever comes up, and in that you become, you start feeling better each day. It's some days, I mean, obviously, depending on what the issues come up, it does kind of feel daunting, but it does get better once you start letting things come up and let them arise, and addressing those. That is that has been my experience, and it is reassuring that when you do the work, and you're like me, I'll be helping you through the process and things that, in my, as a cheerleader through it, and you're, I mean, like I said, it's not a, it's something that is well worth the well worth the, how do you say it, the time invested in doing this, because you're brought on this earth, and your soul actually accepted this this responsibility to one, stop any of the traumas in your family, or anything that's been plaguing your family line for years, or maybe even generations. So you, by doing this work, is you're putting a stop to it, so that by, while doing and completing the work, you stop any further what do you call it, generations of having to do this work, and also you enlighten your rest of your family, that they to also follow in your footsteps to be enlightened. So that is one of the things that is, I guess, most rewarding, is that it's like if you go through it and your family also is going through it and improves, then the future generations of your grandchildren and will not have to do it, and will be living in a much better state, both mentally and emotionally, and physically. So my hats off to you if you're and obviously in this journey, and if you're still listening to me, then that's awesome, and I'm glad that you're here. And I definitely, if you're still here, you resonate with me, and I hope to be of service to you. Not hope, I will be of service to you as we go along, and I will be channeling messages from the divine that that will, I mean, I'm a channel for the divine, so I will be helping you directly with those messages from the divine, which will give you insights more somewhat, and in addition to my experiences, so that it completes this message. So love I love you guys. I'm proud of you guys for being on this journey, and I'm here for you, for everything that you need, anything you need, and we'll continue to keep these messages coming, as well as cheer you on along the way. Love you. Bye.